Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pineapple Pulls out in the field. Today, I'm going to go over two different styles of vacuum heads. Trying a new one out by it's called Unanimous Pulls. And this is our standard one that we normally use, which is by Pentair. And they're both weighted. I like the difference in the wheels. Functioning wheels are good. This is the standard one. So I was trying this new one out. They kind of came off, and so they got some brushes on the side, brushes down here that don't detach. It looks like the side ones detach. Very smooth action. It's a different type of one. Instead of the standard plastic, it looks like they kind of went a different route. It's kind of more of a rubber and plastic type of deal versus your old standard poly plastic here that works off of bearings. Downside to this one, these tend to go out. Bearings will go out, wheels will get stuck on the metal shaft, and then it becomes immobile. Another downside to it, so it has the strips here that create better suction, those sweet strips. Now those are obviously gone here. Vacuum still functions and works all right, but not as efficient as it should, so it brings it down to about 89% efficiency for vacuum. Still has the standard swivel head, pretty durable, with the plastic pins that do hold it in place, and they tend to wear out. Also, my favorite is just it's always been my favorite, is the swivel head as it rotates as you're vacuuming. Good points on that one. This one, same kind of deal. I do like the fact that the pins are upside down, going this way instead of side by side. The swivel heads move pretty good. This one does not have a swivel head on top, which I'm not a fan of, but this one by far seems to work pretty well. I like the fluidity of it, as the water can go through it a lot better with the design that it is. However, I do not like the brushes here. This seems to be okay. It doesn't affect it the way it runs, but it does stick to pretty hard on these bristles. Now, this would be okay ideally for like a plaster pull, which I typically use for on some commercial pulls are typically plaster. But this here tends to slow it down a little bit, so I don't get that quick motion in there. So if there was a way to remove this during certain types of surfaces, I believe this would flow a lot easier. So that's the only thing I do not like about that. I do like how it has a suction port here, so it creates a better suction direct line as it disperses out to here. And these are built-in suction lines here versus the ones that you have typically here. Now this just has this typical hole here. It's a completely different design. I do start to become a fan of the pre-made fab ones of here. As you can see, it suctions here, creates flat, and it's just a long strip here. This one tends to be a little bit stronger, divert. The only issue was when I was vacuuming, I was doing some pine needles, and I was having trouble sucking them in through here because of the brushes. They were getting kind of pinned up in here, so that's the reason why I didn't like it. So if there was a way to get these removed and then you can retract them on, kind of like how you have here, but the durability, it stays put, it locks into place. I do like it. So durability so far, there's only been one pull so far. Maybe a little bit heavier, but it's pretty durable, and I like how it's spread out more, so I do enjoy it. So we'll go ahead and test on a couple more pulls, and then we'll see how it does on a pebble surface when we get down to it. But